Hi. Welcome to the site YouTube channel.
Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to Chit Chat Ang Moh 3. Okay, so this is a casual night slot of sharing ideas by my Penang English Master Trainers. So come and join us for a different vibes of online teaching, and please be informed that the sharing solely is what the speakers have tried out in their own classroom. So come with an open mind and hope you enjoy our Chit Chat Ang Moh. So have fun. So tonight we have Miss Prem. I selalu panggil dia Prem. I tak panggil dia Premani. I selalu panggil dia Prem. Actually bila I jumpa dia in 2017, kita orang pergi sama-sama untuk kursus learning materials, adaptation and design. Okay. And kita naik sama-sama dalam kereta Shazlin. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the first time I jumpa Premani. But I selalu masukkan dalam phone I Prem. I letak apa tahu? Prem Master Trainer. Masa tu I belum lagi pegawai. Okay, welcome Puan Fazilawati. Hi, welcome. Okay.
Terima kasih semua.
Alright. So Premani will share something about ada berkait rapat dengan PBD. And what we call, kalau cikgu English dia suka panggil Formative Assessment. Azia gelak tu kenapa? Azia? Apa yang suka sangat? Sebab pian tak off Okay, so Premani, the screen is yours. Go ahead.
Right. Thank you, Puan Melissa, and also other friends. Thanks for coming. Sharing will bring a lot of benefit for all the teachers. Okay, let me share my screen first.
Sabar ya. Kadang-kadang dia ikut line sebab hari ni weekend night, so dia agak slow sikit. So pun pergi juga LMA. Tak keluar lah Prem. Ke I punya lambat?
Okay, kita roll dulu lah selingan.
Itulah. Ina, belakang tu asyik menjenguk-jenguk kau. Ina duduk buka. Takut. Okay, it's coming up.
Alright, we're on.
Okay, it's on. All right. Okay. It's kind of slow.
Macam Lila dengan
today
teknologi.
it's like very slow.
Kami semua sabar menanti.
Okay. All right. So today
Sometimes it depends.
Let me do the slideshow.
Memang betul, Prem. Okay, alright. Nice.
Okay, so today we'll be doing on all right, so today will be a formative assessment in online classroom, but then you also can adapt it when you conduct your lesson during, offline mode. All right, okay, let us see. So first, let's see what are the scenarios. Okay, there's an error. I missed my S. Okay, so the scenarios and the challenges. Okay, all of us are facing this problem to cover the syllabus content. Okay, we cannot keep up our speed. Next is online teaching and learning process. It's really a challenge. Okay, we have to think about ways to conduct the lesson. Okay, and then another thing is students not all having their gadgets. Okay, next will be school-based assessment. So it's a must thing to do. And teachers are wondering, if I'm at school, I can collect the book and I can grade them. So what am I going to do online? I mean, how am I going to do it online? So it's really a great challenge, not only a challenge, sleepless night. Okay. Next, students' engagement and responses, not promising at all. Okay. Then marking issue. especially when we do essays. How are we marking? So that's another question. Okay, and then task submission. When we give them some task, how the students going to submit their work? Do we have a proper platform for them to submit the work, or are they going to use this Telegram and WhatsApp? And now most of the teachers are having lagging problem with the phone. Too many things coming into our phones, and really another challenge. And then another mysterious challenge is students' attendance. They do attend if it is Google Meet, but what is happening behind the screen? No one knows.
Why is it? Why is it mysterious? I like the word mysterious actually.
Okay, because my experience, my experience is I'll be there on my camera, and
Yes.
I'll ask them to on the camera. They won't. And then some of them claim that they have pimples. I said I have no time to count the pimples on the face. The thing is, I want to see all of you, but still doesn't want. But somewhere or other, I caught a few of them. They're actually sleeping. The thing is on, so they're not following the lesson. Once the class is over, I said bye and all that. I waited there for almost 15 minutes. They are still there with no sound, nothing. So that's a very mysterious. Don't know what is happening behind the screen.
I think it has happened to all of the teachers here. Betul tak? You all pun mesti pernah experience benda yang sama kan? And then bila you minta dia jawab mesti see?
Yes.
Mesti dia jawab dengan suara baru bangun, betul?
Agree.
So harap-harap suara cikgu yang ajar dia tak baru bangun lah.
Tak ada.
Okay.
So I'll be the only person with the camera on, so quite sad. Okay, all of us are facing this problem. So that's what we're going to see how to solve. Okay, we have almost like 7 issues here stated, but if you touch on the students' engagement and responses, I guarantee you other 6 problems can be solved. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to solve only students' engagement and responses, and then we can cover the syllabus. Online teaching will be very smooth, and then school-based assessment can be done immediately during the lesson, not later. You check the marks and all that. Marking issues are done. Task submission is on time, and student attendance guaranteed. Okay, you have to maybe first 2-3 weeks you can't see it. What happened to me is initially my percentage of attendance for students, they were like 50%, 60%, okay? But now 3 of my classes, 100%, they attend Google Meet. So I feel the success. I feel like I've done something for them. Okay, so next. Okay, let's see what causes the problem. Why the students are not actively engaging themselves and not responding. So of course they inhibit. They feel like afraid of making mistake. When they do mistake, other friends will laugh at them, and then they worry that teachers might critique them on their errors, and friends also, the peers also may be like, there are some good student, they will say like, apalah ini pun tak tahu ke, that will make them feel demotivated. So probably we have to clear that situation. Don't encourage students to give that kind of support, but I mean not support, criticism. Probably we can teach them how to give support when someone inhibits in the class. Okay, that's one, but it's a long process. You have to slowly do it. Next, nothing to say because of vocabulary, lack of vocabulary, and then they don't have the structure. Probably they're very weak in the language. So what we can do is, we can allow them to use their mother tongue like bahasa or what, but then try to assist them in between when they say bahasa, tell this is the word in English. So lesson will be going very slow. Don't worry, maybe in the lesson is supposed to be like 1 day lesson, you may take 2 days because of your students' level. Imagine they are not in the class online. So we definitely need to help them. Okay, guidance is very important. Okay, next, don't give very complicated question. Okay, if in the class, when we give very complicated question, we can look at their faces like they will be like showing some funny face. Then we can understand they do not understand. But online, with the problem where they don't on their camera, it's impossible to know what's happening to them, whether they understand. And then when you give input, don't give the input from our understanding as teacher. We must go to the lowest level. Imagine, put ourselves in their position, see whether they can understand the input or not. Okay, and difficult tasks, you see, if your students are good, you can give them. If they are not, you have to modify the question, the task. Okay, so next, low or uneven participation. So usually you can see this. I think most of us face this problem. Oh, cannot hear. Why? Can you all
Okay,
hear?
here we can hear.
She's on the
Maybe
move actually. She's
Oh,
on the
line
okay.
move. She's
problem, I
inside the
guess.
classroom.
All right. Okay.
No
So,
worries.
uneven participants means like the active one will be talking a lot, responding a lot. But then the weak ones, they or the one that scared to open their mouth, they'll be very quiet. But we cannot assume they are not good or they do not understand. Probably they do not understand, but we already have a standard people to answer. Why should I answer? Somebody will answer. They will start to have that kind of idea. So how to make all of them actively participate? So that's what we're going to see today. Yeah. So how to tackle, as I told you all the problem, we tackle only one problem to solve all other six. Okay, or all seven lah. All right. So what I'm going to use is just videos and some formative assessment methods from the building block introduced by William 2018. Okay, this is what we went through during our FA, Formative Assessment Training, the cascading. There we actually, most of the JU, they actually clearly explained what are the steps, what are the methods that teachers can use. So today I'm not going to go in detail. I'm going to take one lesson and show you how we can use the methods. Okay, so next. Here, this is a very quite latest study. PACDEC says when you use video in teaching and learning environment, it actually give three benefits. Okay, in the aspect of providing cognitive benefit, it means they can learn better and they can recall because pictures shows 1,000 words. Okay, all of you should be like agreeing to this problem. So when they see pictures, they see video, they understand better. But the same thing, if we teachers started to explain, of course, it's a picture, it's like a video also. I doubt the same face telling some kind of content daily, they might feel bored. Alamak, Cikgu Prema sudah cakap lah, like that, So it's better, try different thing. Okay, here when I say video, if you have time, you can create your own video. If not, I'll recommend a few sites. They have wonderful videos, especially the British Council. Okay, they have different topics, and they have videos, very clear, very straightforward videos. Okay, next, psychological benefit, they feel motivated when they see video, and then satisfaction too, and then visualization of knowledge. So it means they don't see words, but some kind of visualization happens in their mind. Okay, so it's a mental process. Next, another expert. Actually, these people are very famous for this viewboard interactive display. This is a very new technology. Before coming up with this board, they did some study and they saw some positive benefit. So these are the benefits: facilitate thinking and then foster mastery learning. They do not need a teacher actually. Just by watching the video, they can learn. So teachers who want to conduct offline lessons, video will be the perfect choice. But before choosing the video, you have to sit and watch, evaluate the quality. Then only you share with the students. Okay, don't just see the title. Okay, this will be the title, and then we share it with the students. Okay, next, this is by William. So this is our like a bapa for our formative assessment. So he says students' achievement is elicited, interpreted, and used by teachers, learners, or their peers to make decisions about next steps in instruction that are likely to be better or better founded than the decision they would have made in the absence of that evidence. So he says when you bring in formative assessment is like this. It's not an assessment at all. It's just a step. You start from the easy step until the end of the lesson, until they achieve the objective. So it's mean like step by step you go. So that is formative assessment. Many teachers see it as a test, and then they give something like a quiz. Okay, do the test. It's not like that. You teach them from the basic until you stop at one point, ask them to try on their own. They should be able to answer the question or complete the task.
there've been a lot of misconception about this, yeah, sis, because even in my school also I have to explain a few times what is FA, because I've been with the course with Kopian, so we demonstrated what is FA during the course, so they see that actually it's just from like easy one, then you go and then you follow the pupils or ability, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So we have to come up from that idea. It's not a formal testing. You're going to take one live worksheet and then you call it like, okay, that is my formative assessment. That's impossible.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
At one point,
Hmm?
saya memang dapat feedback. I've got the feedback that English has a different type of PBD.
Oh, okay.
Disebabkan
What's
formative
that?
assessment. Disebabkan formative assessment. Yes.
Exactly.
I can to invite Pian lah. Pian go and give FA again.
Premani also one of the JU kan untuk FA, Sharon and then Pian ada a few
Yeah,
lagi.
because Pian with us for SK, so we know Pian better lah.
Yes, betul. Boleh panggil Pian bila masa je untuk terangkan kalau untuk yang primary lah.
Primary.
Okay, just nak tanya saja. Okay, when you said that students, they feel the low self-esteem of students when they are attending online classes, due to their low proficiency. Okay, I nak tanya a few yang ada kat sini. Can you still recall last year when you were when you were called to do this online teaching the first time? You rasa macam mana? Adakah you rasa macam budak? Adakah you rasa macam student you? Tengok so kan.
Definitely.
Yeah, true.
First time, betul tak?
The first day itself, I still remember the first lesson, at first, Gabra because not sure whether line tu okay ke tak. The second one is, am I talking to myself? That type of feeling tau. And then the third one macam what Prem was telling now. The kids are there or not? That type of thing. But it was interesting lah. Kita really enjoyed lah. The first lesson was like, oh my god.
Yes. I rasa itu yang student rasa sebenarnya. I mean, put aside whatever is yang dia tak bangun pagi ke apa-apa ke. But itu yang student rasa bila dia masuk kelas online. Alright, when you are teaching online, it solely depends on the teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say before this, the teacher banyak guna, because there are things in the classroom. Because you pandang budak, you boleh buat gestures, you boleh buat sign language kalau dia tak faham. Tapi bila you online, it solely depends on you.
Yeah.
So actually kalau pada pihak cikgu tu pun, language wise pun kena very orang kata
clear.
The basic tu kena very good lah juga. You nak bagi instruction yang clear. Okay, dia tak boleh bergantung saja kepada buat worksheet tak, kita nak kelas macam biasa. Alright, that's just
I think Madam Molly during online classes kan, the first few days a few lessons tu kan, dia macam we are teaching ourselves to be better actor or actress tau. Macam mana nak attract the pupils to really look at our face.
Sebab you cakap dengan
lawa-lawa.
screen. You cakap dengan screen. I know, I understand that.
Feels strange.
Okay, so this one is just a tool for you to assess the students. It's not a test. Okay, that's formative assessment. Okay, back to you, Prem.
Thank you. And another thing I would like to add, when you are doing PBD during the lesson, students shouldn't feel that they are being tested. They should have the confidence to complete the task. So that's the difference. Okay, so that is formative assessment. Okay, I'm very sure all of you have this handbook. During the training, the master trainers, we shared this. But I think this one is shared as a soft copy format. Okay, so if you don't have, probably we can share in the Penang channel group for the teacher's reference.
I rasa ada lagi kot. I rasa budak 3 orang ni dah popular daripada 2017. Budak 3 orang yang peluk dengan bendera ni. I rasa I tengok daripada first I masuk GPN sampai last year je I tak buat. Yes. Okay, I rasa I ada. Let me just go and godek my Google Drive, see whether I can find this or not. If not, Prem pun boleh share juga nanti kan?
Alright, I'll share to you. Okay, so if you see in this book, they have summarized it, what William has shared. William has shared a long story. It's like a powerful reference, I would say. So they have the 8 building blocks. This was introduced by William. If you see, it's from the basic step until the student master the content, the skill, all the content, all the knowledge. Okay, so this one you have to really go through if you have forgotten it. Okay, just a reference. So this is the model that William suggested. Learning and teaching will be very successful when you include formative assessment, because they know where they are going, where is each pupil. The teacher also will know what is the level, and they will help according to the student's level, and the teacher will guide them how to get there until the student master the content, the knowledge, the skill. All right, so let's see one example. So how are you going to do it? A video and Google Forms only. Okay, you have other modes. I do not want to use other mode because it might take a lot of time for you to set the question and all that. So Google Form will be easiest. Okay, so let us see. So today I'm going to show you how my reading lesson was conducted. This is one of the best lesson, I will say. So what I needed was a few videos. Some I created, some I took from YouTube, and then a few Google Forms. Then textbook, page 58, 59, English download. This is a Form 5 textbook. SOW 38. So when you do your lesson, most of us tend to refer to the textbook, this page, and then straight away we start to teach. Never do that. Refer to your SOW. Okay, in SOW, you know which task actually you should use for PBD. Okay, it's very clearly explained. Okay, let us see one by one. Okay, so first here, learning standard is main idea. Sorry, it's not main idea. It's supposed to be in skill. So reading. So they read a variety of suitable print and digital text to investigate and analyze global issues. So it's of environment issue here. So in the skill, they put global issue. One of the issue is environmental issue. So next, the complementary skill is still reading. Guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other words and by context on a wide range of familiar topics and some unfamiliar topics. Okay, this is the complementary skill. So remember, the student need to own this level of performance by the end of the lesson. Okay, it's performance, not test, not evaluating, not grading them, to see their performance level only. Okay, let us see the SOW pre-lesson. So in the SOW, they already tell activity 1 and 2, task 1 and 2 is only for pre-lesson. So if you want to do PBD here, it's impossible. So if you don't refer to SOW, straight away look at your textbook and teach. We as teachers also, we are lost. Okay, so let's see how I did it. What I did with the first task is activity 1. I show them pictures of these words, acid rain and all that. Okay, and there are some videos, but then you can't see all these problems. So what you can do is you can convert it into a video. You can put it in a slideshow or use Canva or PowerPoint, and then convert it into a video, send to them if it is offline. If it is online, you can straight away present the PowerPoint, or you convert it with some music, let them enjoy it. Okay, make it creative. So that will actually attract their attention. After that, what I do is I give them Google Form pertaining to this word. Okay, let me show you what is how the Google Form look like. Okay, this is my Google Form. Very simple. Okay, very simple. The question is that look at the list of the environmental problem. Which ones are the most serious in your area or country? So they can randomly pick here to see the understanding what is drought or what is flood, endangered species. Yeah, do we have that problem? Some student may say no. Then once they've responded, you just take about like 2-3 minutes, discuss. Actually, our country, we are facing what problem? So it's like for awareness, just to test their prior knowledge, to know their prior knowledge. Okay, now we're already into the topic of reading. Okay, let us go to next one. Task 2. So task 2 here, choose one of the problem from one and explain to a partner how it affects us and the planet we live on. So here, how they're going to do the discussion with the students? Actually, there is the method. We can actually have a breakout room through Google Meet. Okay, there is a method, but you have to learn that. So if you don't have, you can straight away use the method that I did. Again, I shared this video. This video very, very effective because they showed with some explanation and music. And when the student watch it, they feel it. They feel the problem is very serious. So they're already connected to it. After that, I again give them formative assessment. Formative assessment. Not yet formative assessment. It's Google form. Okay, the words are there. Choose one of the problem from the list and explain to a partner how it affects us. So we have two types of student. One doesn't want to talk. Another, I want to talk, but I prefer to type. Okay, another one will definitely talk. So you can have two options here. You see your type of students. If they prefer written response, give them written response Google form. They can write here. If they prefer to speak, you can ask them to record and upload. Okay, this one it's not done after class. As you teach them, now do this Google form. So you check how many response already received.
Okay, let me, can I ask something about the Google
form?
Our Google Meet, that you can break them into groups. I've heard that before, but I haven't tried it. Have you tried it? And how was it? Is it easy to use or how?
Okay, actually, I learned it only last week from teacher Girija. She shared in the group. I haven't tried it with my student yet because I want to try it on my own so that I don't make errors. Maybe next time I can present on that, how to do the breakout room. But I find, based on her explanation, I find it very easy. You can visit every room. Once you so you can speak to the whole group of the rooms, or you also can go to one group or one room to give instruction. You can do that too. So it's really quite interesting.
So dah pernah guna ke?
So
dia anggur.
Let Akak Premani to demonstrate.
Dia nak buat yang tu, dia nak buat sesi lain. I will just
itu adalah yang
ada
dia
pernah guna lah.
Add on tu, yang extension tu memang pasang je dah boleh guna dah. Tapi kalau cikgu yang untuk budak sekolah rendah susah sikit lah. Kalau cikgu nak masuk tiap-tiap room tu nak tengok satu-satu, lepas tengok semua tu masa dah habis dah. Mungkin secondary you can use. Primary I tried but hard.
Okay. Especially the classroom management. Classroom management for primary will be troublesome. So here, for them to respond, I use two methods. With my weak class, I use the one they can type the response. And then for the good one, I ask them to record and handy. So what happened was, students have to rush according to the time. Initially I had problem. I cannot get 50%. I cannot get 100% response. I get about 50%. Some mysterious student sleeping. So I couldn't overcome that problem. After a few lessons, I noticed 100% responded. They start to feel worried because I call the parents for not submitting the task.
So dia punya solution, call the parents.
Yes, definitely you have to do. If you see very serious cases, never attend the class, never submit the work. Okay, how they submit their work, the written work is through Google Form. I have the class. I think that's the typical method that most teachers are doing. But if Google Form, you can instantly check who submitted and who do not. Instantly you can check. Okay, and then these response, their opinions, you can randomly pick one or two, and then you tell, okay, you're right. This student or particular, don't need to tell their name, just see their views. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, just to make them feel appreciated with what they've done so far. So now they are ready with the topic and with the confident, I also can give answer like that. Okay, let us go to task 3. Okay, task 3 is actually already at a lesson delivery stage where the PBD will be done. So if you see SOW, I told you, when you refer to SOW, there will be a guide that's where you do your PPD. So let's see the where is the guide. This lesson focus on activity 3 to 5. Activity 3 and 4 focus on developing the main skill. Can you see your PVD? So you want to see whether the student master the main skill, you have to do task 3 and 4. Here, no more guidance, but then you can give them tools to enhance their understanding before doing the task. And then activity 5 focuses on developing the complementary skill. So you're already covering both task 3, 4 and 5 is for the main skill and complementary skill. PVD is done here. If you don't refer to SOW, you will definitely won't know that that's the PVD section. All right. So this SOW is actually like the best reference tool. So don't miss that when you plan your lesson. Okay, let us see how I did it for this. Okay, for task 3, I created my reading video where I put sound, the reading sound. Someone will be reading with pictures, the text words. They can just follow. So if they do not know how to pronounce certain word, they can see the video. I'll show soft in a while. Okay, after
that's
watching,
why dia nak tengok.
after watching the video, we have to do the formative assessment method I use here, which is jigsaw reading. I think most teachers know about this because during the training we did the jigsaw reading activity, where each person in the group will be given a paragraph, and then they have to read only that particular paragraph and explain to others in the group. Okay, so this can be done through Google Form, but we modify a bit lah. All right, so let's see. Wait, this will take time. I'll go back to this. Give me a moment. Okay, I'll show you the video. Okay,
The textbook is so interesting, dalam dia.
Yeah, they're very colorful. Yeah, but it's packed, kind of packed, you know.
Yes. I dah dengar dah ada orang kata sangat penuh. Ambil beberapa hari untuk habiskan satu page.
Right.
Teens saving the environment. Read about these amazing teenagers and their incredible ideas.
Hey.
16-year-old Narav Ossendriver is the creator of Kruger Sightings.
Let me fast forward.
For their valuable horns.
Susah betul nama dia nak sebut.
In 2009, that's exactly what 16-year-old student Daniel Bird did.
There are 4 texts
He
here.
identified 2.
But luckily we have the audio to help us, and it's very interesting to expose the pupils with such pronunciation now.
Yeah, but their pronunciation is it's so English kan, Ina. That's now I baru faham.
That is why we have to adapt and adopt. We have to be the model also.
So, like my class, they still can understand this, I'll call it accent or slang, okay? But then if you feel your students are very weak, and then you can record it. Okay, how I do some editing with the audio is, like teacher Ida says, the audio is there. So what I did, I use online trimmer, the video trimmer, the audio trimmer. I trim them by paragraph, then I insert. So that will be better. And then if you feel that this text, one whole text of C is kind of long, you can break to 2, depending on your student. And you feel like they are very weak also, still very weak, you can, put one part of it is the text, another part is the word with the meaning in Bahasa probably, just as a guidance. So see what is your student's level.
So you have practice LMA over there, and also there's differentiated learning in one go.
Yeah. So you can see during the training we did mention about you have to use the differentiated strategy, then the LMA learning material adaptation, then formative assessment. Teachers start to have this nightmare. How to do all this in one go? So this is how we do. It's just a little touch here and there. It's there. So what you have to do is in your lesson plan, you state it, what kind of differentiated strategy you apply in that particular lesson. You have to mention that. So any officers come, it's easy for you to explain. This is what I do.
Any officers.
Any officers lah, not Pon Molly, so don't worry. I'm just like making you all feel calm. Actually, Pon Molly is very, very helpful. She has visited my school, my previous school. She's actually very motivating and she guides us a lot. Okay, so
Thank you.
this is the sample, or this is the video that I created lah. But there are some videos online which is very, very, very clear and very connected to the content. You can actually search. Have one day just for the research day. Okay, you can gather all the videos for that particular topic. Okay, let us see next slide. Okay, so after they listen to the reading text, you see if your students can understand within one listening, then you can do once. If you need twice, then you go on. If you feel like it's too long, I told you, you can separate them to parts. Okay, here what I did is after reading, I do some kind of presentation on each text first. I don't show them the Google form. So I just randomly ask, what is the first text about? Then they can actually check, they can or they can respond in the Google Meet via voice. But you see, give them the freedom. So they start to tell, oh, this is about a young boy actually invented some kind of idea, you know. So at least they are on the track about the text. After that, you give this Google form. This is the jigsaw reading Google form. I give them each part, all of them will be getting all the 4 parts. They have to either type it out, a summary of what they understood, or they record it. So you see which is convenient for you. If your student is good in, like, they are very comfortable to speak and give the answer, let them do it. Give that kind of Google form. Or if they prefer to...
Can both be done?
Yeah, can.
Like
You can give 2 links. One is for the recording form, another one is to type. So give them the freedom to choose which one they want. Don't control them. Maybe they are from a good class. There will be 1 or 2 who still feel shy, still cannot construct sentence. There will be some. Okay, help them. So give them the freedom to choose which mode they want to use to share the idea, share the summary. So this is for the 4. I have this kind of 4 text, A, B, C, D. After that, in the end, they have to give the summarized version. So here, what do the people involved in the environmental projects all have in common? So all 4, they have to compare and give one conclusion. So this is the skill of writing conclusion. So they have to read and understand, then only respond. So here, still give the freedom of either to record or to type. So this one can be done in one Google form, not separate. So just separate to task 1, task 2, task 3. So let them do it. I could do until task 4 in 1 hour. Probably the students are good, a good class. But then my weaker class, I have to separate them to 2 parts of this lesson. All right, so 1 PBD is done, task 3. So can you see, immediately you get your response and you can give them marks too. So next, let's go to task 4. This is task 4. They have to like read and then say which paragraph this particular idea related to. So if you ask them to look at the textbook and answer, okay, let me show you how the textbook look like. It's very colorful, very attractive with lots of information.
That's the one.
Yeah, where is that? Okay. It's very colorful, very interesting, real pictures, you know, but then it's packed. So if you want to put this on the screen of your Google Meet and then you just talk this, you point the mouse, I think they'll feel very bored. So put them in parts and then you present it. So if the best, show them the video. So video like make them sit there and pay attention rather than showing the screen. So most of my lessons are like I make it like a video. And then some of them I record my voice, some of them I download from the audio, I do some editing and then I present to them. All right. So let me go further for the task 5. I'll show you the Google form.
Okay, Prem, more or less 15 minutes.
Okay.
More.
All right. So I'll make it faster. All right. Lari pula.
Yang tadi dekat
Okay.
4 kan.
Yeah. So what I do, the task 4, I put the question, which paragraph mentioned this idea. So this is the Google form and they have to choose the paragraph only. Very fast they can do it. They have the textbook in front of them. Then this idea is this paragraph. So the moment they already do task 3 and 4, the main skill already done, the PBD. You only, after the class, just check who score and all that, and then you can see what level of performance they are in. Okay, so you don't have to be in front of them to see whether they understand or not. Okay, so next is task 5. We are coming to the end already. Task 5 is, I told you it's a complementary skill, right? Okay, how I do it? Like this. Oh, I'm going back to that. Okay, this is task 5. So you can do what? They already learned the content, they already understand the text and all that. Vocabulary also they can learn. The main objective is they can use the contextual clues to know the meaning of certain vocabulary in the text. So this is the final task, the complementary skill PBD. This one you can give it as a homework if the the Google form link. So this is how the Google form link look like. So not every time asking them to write, it will be bought for them because we won't be collecting the books. We can't grade them. So this will be one of the best way. And what you can do, keep all these responses in a file, in a well-planned like folder or what, because any officers come or your pengetua want to check, open this the folder, show them. But Melissa is like hiding already. All right. So this is the easiest you can do. So if you see, this is taken from the DSKP, the performance level. So based on the score that they make, you can actually put them in that level. All right. So easy way, easy to collect the data, the responses, the work. You don't have to worry about taking pictures, send to me, then I'll do the marking by 5 o'clock send. And then until by 12 midnight, so half of the class has not submitted. So another dilemma for us. So this will make the student to involve in the lesson. Maybe first few classes, you can't see all of them responding. When you start to put who responded, who don't respond in the WhatsApp group, they will start to feel like, okay, I'm affected by this. So next class, I'll do it. So you can actually make the attendance 100%. It will actually show some changes. All right, so let me go to the last part. Last part, they said use the quiz. This is the post lesson. This one, up to you. You can just make some kind of normal discussion, or you want to put in the Google form can also, but then there's no assessment done here. This is just to see whether they understood or not. All right. So what I learned is when you want to do PBD, we have problem which skill and how to transfer the marks. So this is what I do. Like today's lesson is reading. Okay, 3.2.1 is kind of small. So what page and then what date and then every student's score is here. Automatically, when I refer that, I fill up here after the lesson. Within 1 hour, I can do 3 classes of records of marks. So PBD for that day is done. You don't have to carry forward until the school asks for the record, then only started to check all their work. Okay, this is like easy way to do that. So I have two. One is for the main skill. This is for the main skill. This is for the complementary skill. Same form. Okay, if you want, I can share the soft copy also. I have it with me. You can modify it according to the need. Okay, this one I actually curi from Cikgu Sufian. It's actually very, I would say, a brilliant idea, this one. This is also taken from Formative Assessment, but Cikgu Sufian use it in a very nice way and I modify it.
Curi mana boleh cakap?
I proudly telling how I curi it. All right, so this is actually, I put the task just now, task 1, what I do. So can they do or not done? They tick it. It's like self-assessment. And then how they feel. Good or not good with their learning. And then
yang Sufian share hari tu.
Yes.
Macam self-assessment. Yang mana dia dah buat, yang mana belum. Okay.
So this will be very useful for them to assess on their work. Plus, if you think that you cannot do the online class, just give this list and then share all the videos we done. Can you see the the form here. Is it clear enough? Or if you want, I can share the soft copy also. Alright, so
Okay je.
Okay, so this is said by
Oh, nama dah ada bawah tu Pian. Okay, tak payah risau lagi. Bukan curi lagi lah. Bukan curi lagi.
Yeah, I was like disturbing his seats yesterday. So he was malu, and then finally he gave me this beautiful idea. You can see the ideas here. Keep them on track and then help them, especially those who are struggling. And then teachers' life is easy when you give this kind of checklist, okay? And then students have the sense of responsibility, to complete all the tasks in the checklist. And then help students to realize their error. If they cannot complete the task, they know they have done some error there. Okay, and then peer involvement also can be enhanced. So guru muda. So if they do not know, they can ask friends. They can text each other. It is also a kind of peer involvement. All right, and then help parents also to ask. Okay, hari ni kerja rumah apa? So at least the checklist can be very helpful. Okay, and PBD can be done also. This one I did a bit. So this is Cikgu Sufian's example. His one, this is another example. He also showed the other one task by task for the lesson, whole progress of lesson. This one is on the task itself, another checklist. Today's title is Writing My Holiday Experience. So in that essay, they should have all this. So they tick. Yes, I have a place. I have tell 3 activities. Yes, I have that. So this will be a proper guide for them to complete the task. All right. So I've come to the end. This is actually other parts. Maybe next time for listening, speaking. So I don't want to add a lot. Today I cover the reading alone. Right. So let me go to the last part. This is the video that I wanted to share. Oxford Online English. Please, there you can see different kind of content. So this particular video is about talking about environment. So related to my topic, the theme. Okay, so this is a very good site. Okay, let me go to this. This one, writing. Also, they need to write essay on pollution. So this is an animated video where they talk about plastic should be banned. That was the essay. So watch this and they can write. Take the content from here. So it's not always about sendiri bagi soalan, sendiri tulis. They will be lost. So video will be very helpful. Okay, and last part, this is literature. So we don't have a specific literature text. This video is actually an inspirational video, a lot there with nice subtitle, very clear one. And the voice is very clear, very slow reading. Let them watch and respond to you. And the respond part, you can use worksheet like our literature components, who are the character, what is the moral value, what is the theme, what is the synopsis. Very basic one will do. Okay, so this, I can go detail, maybe next sharing. That's the end of the presentation. So any question or anything you want to add?
Ada tak bunyi orang tepuk tangan?
Ada.
That means you can't just belasah je ambil video apa-apa yang berkenaan environment terus masuk je, tak boleh lah. You have, so cikgu pun tengok juga video tu macam mana. Macam tadi I dengar Prem cakap, dia cakap pasal pace, okay, kelajuan speaker dalam video tu. So I think that one also is very important. Sebab nak suit dengan you punya students punya level, betul tak? So bukanlah video mana-mana you dapat je terus masuk. So if it's literature, mesti ada all just now yang you cakap pasal dia punya lesson, okay, and characters dia macam mana, and they're very clear. Yang penting, I rasa pronunciation clear, tak laju sangat. Yang tu I rasa sesuai lah kot untuk our students. Betul?
Yeah, very true.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Yang lain-lain? Azia dah termenung dah kau. Belakang fireworks lagi. Hari ni dia banyak termenung.
Yeah.
Pian dah habis makan dah? Anything? Cepat nak tanya Kak Prem hari ni.
Please, Sufian, ask question.
Sufian je boleh tanya yang lain tak boleh.
Boleh. Sebab dia bagi bahan.
Tapi diorang pun dalam chat pun ada banyak juga diorang discuss.
It's not to me
it's
I wouldn't say that I have a questions. It's just like my concern is, if we're doing the online what do we call the online mode like Google Form and everything, where we are actually needing the answers or the response from the students at that particular moment within that class. I think for a class which we have the same level of proficiency and intelligence, that would be really nice, because we can actually elicit something from the students right there and then. It's just my concern that, when we post the link, the URL link for the Google form, if I am the students and I would say, aku tak cukup masa, aku perlu masa lagi. Macam mana? Jenuh aku. Boleh jawab dah. Malu lah macam ni, tak reti. So macam, I think we need to balance as well of how we are going to approach this kind of groups. Sebab kita tak mahu lah, macam we don't want them to be left behind, or we don't want them to feel something, cikgu tu lah yang tak pandai je, aku ni buah tampi je lah. So I'm just scared that when we are actually looking at the skills of the student, it's not about, maybe because of the time constraint, students are not at their 100% of showing their their ability. It's not that they don't know how to do it. It's just because of the time constraint, because of the time limit, dia tak boleh lagi. Itu je lah. So I don't know. Maybe the way Kak Primani showed us tadi, I rasa okay. But then if I were Kak Primani, if I do this kind of thing, I would do it twice, like pre and post lah. Okay, I buat sekali. And then, budak yang pandai memang boleh jawab dah. Lepas tu, and then I'm going to give it another URL. I'm going to give it another go. And then, buat lagi sekali. So, tengok budak yang tak boleh jawab tadi boleh jawab dah. Kalau if they can't really buat, mana tahu memang you memang selayaknya markah banyak tu je lah.
Can
tu je lah.
That's why you can modify. You can modify.
Yeah. Tapi itulah, because sometimes when we are writing our lesson notes kan, kita akan tulis by the end of the lesson. So it would be probably about 1 hour ataupun sekolah menengah 1 hour and 20 minutes macam tu. So kadang-kadang I rasa macam by limiting the time tu, sometimes I feel that I'm really cruel for the students yang tak boleh. Macam cikgu, sejam 20 minit mana boleh cikgu. Orang pandai boleh lah. Kami ni perlukan masa sikit untuk baca. So
I rasa I faham apa Pian maksudkan, sebab tadi kalau kita tengok lesson tu, kalau lesson sekolah menengah dia memang banyak output lagi. So dia punya input tu lebih sedikit. So that's why dia ada banyak aktiviti yang perlukan student jawab. But still depends, sebab untuk Premani pun I think dia dah try a few times. So baru student dia boleh get into that that mode. Yes. Dia get into that groove. Okay, kalau Premani punya class is like this. So a few times juga. So yang Pian buat macam last Tuesday Pian share is good. Very good untuk dia punya students. Okay. Sebab Ina kata kalau kebun makan sirih tu budak-budak dia satu Google Form jadilah. Dah tak boleh bagi lebih-lebih. So it depends. Apa-apa you buat pun bergantung kepada pelajar-pelajar you. Yes. Teacher's groove. Teacher dia dah groove dah. So I faham apa yang Pian macam dia risau. Dia tengok tak boleh ni banyak
because
sangat.
They face the real problem. I can see from 2 days ago he presented. Weak student, definitely you have to break the process. Like what I presented for good class, I did it in 1 hour. But with my last class, I had 3 lessons. I had to break them into 3 parts. Okay. So what Cikgu Supian said is very true. We have to see and know our students' level. And about the idea, the pre and post test, something like a test, it's a very good idea. First, we give them the question. If they cannot answer, then after teaching, give them. Then you can see where the effectiveness of it. Very good idea.
Okay. Alright, tapi I was really intrigued because inside one lesson I could see many things happening. So ada semua yang dia rangkumkan semua dah masuk dalam. Dia ada FA, dia ada LMA, dia ada PAK21. Dia semua ada di situ sebenarnya kalau kita tengok betul-betul. Tapi itulah sometimes bila
hanging, is it?
Like
Slow motion
Hilang pula.
pun tak ada lagi.
Hilang ke you all
Okay.
hilang?
Okay. You're back,
Okay,
you're
okay.
back.
Teruk betul line malam ni. Dapat dah? I tak dapat tengok. I tak dapat tengok orang.
Oh, but we could see you.
We can hear you as well.
Yeah, I like the idea of I think map too. Can use for writing. I just started that, but then still in the process, because we just went into this serious writing for exam focused. I started after the last holiday. So maybe when I'm done, I see the result, the outcome, I could share. All lagging, is it? Okay.
Okay, Kak Prem.
I think it's like everyone having the problem.
So take over. As usual, so will be the assistant.
It's about time for us to call it a day.
Yeah.
It's almost time, but honestly, for your method, I think is quite good. But for in SJKC, I don't think is effective to them. Number one, you know why? Number one, parents when they see you giving Google form, they will say that, cikgu ni malas lah, semak pun tak buat. Then they will tell you what. Okay, why you ask your students to do work on the phone? They will keep playing with the phone. Sometimes they are not doing the work. They will watch YouTube and so on, and this will trigger the parents to scold them and so on. And then complaints will come to school. So in Chinese school, I don't know in SK school, but in Chinese school, we seldom give interactive games as homework. If you want to play Kahoot and so on, make sure you do it during your lesson. If you want to do Google form, make sure you do it during your lesson. But you don't have so much time to do everything in your lesson. So they still prefer written work in Chinese school. So it's quite hard for us. And then if you give that kind of work, they will say that this is very lazy. So not only to change the students' mindset, we have to change the parents' mindset as well. Because they still want you to give a lot of written work and so on. And then they still cannot accept like Google Form. And they will keep telling you, if you don't teach a Google Meet lesson, it's not a lesson. They will say you get gaji buta. This is what is happening in Chinese school now. So all my students, okay, they can attend Google Meet. I think mostly in Chinese school, we will have 100% of attendance on Google Meet. Yes.
How about the task submission and all that? How you all handling?
Okay, so they will either upload to their Drive or Google Classroom or send it to our WhatsApp, and then we have to mark. That's what we will do every day, holding our phone. Get your pen, your that one. Azia use that kind of pen, and then you mark on your phone or on your tab. You have to do it every day.
Oh my goodness!
And then by the time you get the exercise book, okay, the physical exercise book, you have to mark again.
Oh, remarking.
Yes.
Of what they've done.
Yes, that's what we do in Chinese school. So no matter how advanced your interactive worksheet is, they still prefer the physical one. So that's what we face. Actually, it's quite the workload is quite big for us, and then but we cannot do anything.
It's a mindset, right?
Yes.
I think I agree with you, so because my mom babysits this Chinese boy. He's in standard 3. He's in the SJKC school. But the teachers are like, I used to feel like they are very hardworking. Every day Google Meet is on. There's no one day the teacher says no Google Meet. And then the student do their work in their workbook and all that. And they have to submit every holiday. They have to like send to the school for marking. So very hardworking teacher. I agree with you.
From 7:30 to 1, we will have Google Meet, but in between we have 1 or 2 sessions, they will do work from Google Classroom. So how to tackle with those who don't have the gadget? We will try our very, very best, okay, to look for donors, to look for sponsorship. Yes, I have applied a few, and then I got 10 laptops from Lions Club. I got 3 tabs from the donors, and then I got from my alumni. So altogether, I have got, I think, around 20 gadgets. We went to so many people and then asked from them, requested so many gadgets and to be distributed to my students. Okay. So if not, really, we cannot take it. Complaints come in on and on. So by hook or by crook, you have to make it happen. Google Meet every day. To them, without Google Meet, there is not a lesson.
Learning. There's no learning taking place.
It's quite challenging, and it's quite.
Actually, in SK also the same. So because in SK school, most of my friends were saying some parents who are really concerned, they want the GM, So every day we still have to do GM, although there are like half of the students who can attend the GM. So it's basically on how we carry out lah. For me, we just do what's best for our kids, and we do to our level best, because I know our teachers are very good. So for me, we just make sure that we try to carry out our duties and then our responsibilities as well as we can. So don't worry so much about that.
We don't feel worry on it. But the problem is when you have already carried out your Google Meet, but the parents request, okay, the teacher asks all the students to turn on their camera. If you never ask your student to turn on their camera, they'll complain again.
Oh my God.
Yes. You never look at my son or daughter during the lesson. So they will claim that you are irresponsible. That's what is happening in Chinese school.
So mean, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I think we should think about how to solve this problem too, since I feel very sad for you.
But we have settled everything. All my students in my school, they have got the gadgets. Okay, because I've got so many donations from the public. Yes.
I think it's not that challenging in secondary level, because most of the kids own their own phone, so I think the parents kind of very understanding about it lah. So very sad.
Very sad, yes. Pamoli, you never turn on. Yes.
Can talk, huh?
Okay, Prem, are you still presenting? Can you stop presenting so that I can?
Oh, I forgot.
It's blank screen. Okay, semua dah white macam ni. Okay, so I duk dengar tadi tak boleh kan? Duk quite leceh So very good discussion. Masing-masing ada masalah masing-masing dengan background pelajar, situasi di sekolah, ada macam-macam actually.
Yes.
So it's still how you adapt and adopt the situation, what you have, sama ada kita nak what do you call, go and learn up about all these things, macam breakup rooms. I dengar tapi I tak pernah guna because I don't teach. So probably you rasa benda tu berguna and you want to try it. Tapi so kata it's not working for primary. So
for my students.
Yeah. So ada pros and cons. Okay, macam Ina kata, budak dia satu Google Form sudah. Lebih-lebih pada tu dia orang tak boleh buat pening kepala dah. Okay, so very good sharing tonight. Thank you so much, Prem. Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Tadi dah pakai dah topi apa tu I pun tak tahu. Literature bukan
binis dia pakai binis.
Itulah. So literature kita pakai hari lain. Yang belakang Ina tu asyik menjenguk je cium mata dia tu. Okay, so thank you Puan Fazilawati sebab join kita malam ni. Thank you so much. Thank you Lim Bee Cheng and
thank you.
Ni dah terkeluar agaknya Prem tadi. Siapa tu nama seorang lagi tu kawan? Bukan kawan, sister-in-law
Sister-in-law.
Yeah, she
Alright, so thank
she
you
has a baby to take care.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Walaupun malam minggu I tahu you all tak boleh pergi clubbing pun. So clubbing je lah dengan Chit Chat Ang Moh. Okay, harap-harap Sabtu boleh. Alright. So who's up for second dose vaccine next week? Anyone?
I'm done.
Me another week. Exact. Kita cucuk exact.
So
October.
I'm on the 17th. Okay.
Me 25th.
Tuesday, next Tuesday for second dose. So
Azia 24th kan?
So I'm the strongest here.
Sama lah. 4, 9.
But Molly, I'm the strongest here.
I'm gonna get like my 4th dose.
After the dengue, is it?
No, 4th dose. The second one would be the vaccine. The third one would be my Botox, and the last one would be my vitamin
Iyalah,
C.
itulah dia. Okay.
I lambat lagi. I'm on September 2nd.
Yang Botox tu cucuk kat mata kan? Yang Botox tu cucuk kat eye bag kan?
Mulut lah, cucuk mulut dia lah tu.
Ingatkan cucuk kat eye bag.
Filler dekat pipi, filler.
pipi ya. Yes.
Vaksin you dengan SPM group kot.
No. I'm not with the teachers group. No. This one is
That's why student group.
No. This
I'm
one is
telling.
like we applied for the AZ long before. It's like on the 25th of June. 25th of May. 26th of May.
Oh, you mean you can apply, is it? You can
Yeah.
apply
AZ
what kind
memang
you want.
buka. AZ memang buka.
Hunger Games. Hunger Games. It was Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
true because I tried to
Okay.
enter tak boleh tau.
Okay.
So-
I'm learning from you.
Jangan lupa tarikh vaksin anda. Wah, macam aku ni macam iklan dekat TV pula. Because just now somebody call me asking me jangan lupa tarikh dos kedua vaksin anda. Pastikan anda berada di tempat di pusat mengikut time yang dia terkejut angkat phone tu. Okay, so alright, so be safe. Thank you again Prem. So probably bila tengok dia punya slide, saya rasa ada banyak benda ni dia nak share ni.
Ya,
Kan?
tapi tak ada masa.
Never mind. You can have the second and the third slots.
No. So we want breakout room.
Breakout room satu.
You do it
Lagi
correct.
satu, I dengar banyak kali dah. I rasa setiap slot mesti ada orang sebut kat Canva.
Canva also, right.
Okay, so Canva.
Hari ni siapa sebut dah? Hari ni siapa sebut?
I nak tunggu slot spread the sheet.
Saya rasa so yang sebut.
Tak apa, spread the sheet boleh cerita sekali lah. Canva you tapau sekali lah.
Spread the sheet tu
Not enough time. We have to focus on spread the shit. Canva must need some of the time.
Okay.
Spread the sheet.
Alright, so we'll see you again in Chit Chat Ang Moh 4. Okay, jangan tanya I tarikh bila, I tak boleh ingat dah sekarang ni. Okay, probably I think
It's on the 17th.
17. Siapa punya slot?
Siapa tu? 17 siapa tu?
Jangan
It's
cakap.
you, Puan Molly.
Yang tak boleh, 17 I kena cucuk yang.
Oh, kena rehat.
Have then.
Boleh lah Pian nak boleh ambil lah kita slot. Kita tengok macam mana, okay? Kita punya tak ada fix, so boleh tukar-tukar, tak ada masalah. On je, right? Kalau ready on, kalau tak ready kita teruskan saja yang kerja-kerja lain. So, selamat bermalam minggu untuk anda semua. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. Don't forget your double mask all the time. Don't forget to sanitize your hand and take care. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye all.
Bye.
Sat. Gambar.
Gambar. Bukan kamera.
Hey, to share the gambar, I need it.
Kak Azia ambil gambar, Kak Azia.
Okay, please switch on your camera. Thank you so much. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Ini
dah.
kisah orang muda ni.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Good night everyone. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe to our channel.